What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to the full moon workshop. This is an eclipse workshop that's actually happening in the sign of Pisces, which, yes, is very unique right now because the nodes, which is the point in the sky where the eclipses happen, the nodes are actually in the sign of Libra and Aries. So maybe some of you have already noticed that most of the eclipses, actually all of the eclipses we've been having up until now, in this eclipse cycle, they've all been in the signs of Aries and Libra. Now, this one is unique because it's happening in the sign of Pisces, and this will be giving you a little bit of like a sneak peek into what your next eclipse season will be looking like in January 2025, 26, and 27, because after January 2025, the nodes, the point in the sky where the eclipses are happening, the nodes will shift into Virgo and Pisces. And we will be working with that energy for like over 2 years. So what is going to be happening next, starting next year, technically starting next year, is that the eclipses will be in Pisces and Virgo, and there will be a lot of focus on spirituality and embodiment and application, our habits, our behaviors, our physical body, healing, etc. So we'll talk about a lot of that in 2025. But this is literally a sneak peek into what energies will be coming up for the next few years, because this eclipse is happening in the sign of Pisces. So a lot of people are confused because if you really follow astrology, you would know that the eclipses right now are typically happening in Libra and Aries. So that's why this full moon in Pisces is such a unique energy. We really need to work with this energy because it's going to help us navigate what we want to do from now until the end of the year. And then it's going to help us prepare ourselves for the themes we'll be working with next year and the year after. Okay. So I have a few tarot cards here. We're going to talk about that. We're definitely going to talk about the astrology so you know how to work with this energy right now. This will also include an energy cleaning. Okay. It'll be around 25 minutes. If this is your first workshop, welcome. If you are one of the like 15, 20,000 people who come here every month, welcome back. Actually, sometimes those numbers are even going higher. Like we're really expanding again. So I love that. Yeah, let's just jump in. And thank you for your donations. This is a pay what you can workshop. So if you've already donated, thank you. If not, there's a link below. Okay. And this is like my job, like it's my work. So I really, I appreciate you guys actually supporting this work. So thank you for that. Okay. I want to start with this card because we have this Two of Wands here reversed. So with this Two of Wands reversed, I'm not surprised because this full moon is happening beside Neptune, I believe. Give me 1 second. Yes, Neptune. It's happening conjunct, which means together. So this full moon is conjunct together with Neptune. It's a little bit of like waking up. It's like finally seeing through the illusions. Maybe some of you have been carrying a lot of self-limiting beliefs. Maybe you've been just like, okay, believing other people when they tell you something, but maybe their actions don't match their words. And you've just always kind of like, whatever, like one day they'll change. One day they'll change. One day this situation will improve. One day my boss will appreciate me. One day this project will be ready. And it's like, no, like now we're waking up. We're seeing like some people, if they wanted to change, they would have already changed. If they actually valued you, they would make the improvement. If you really wanted to start something, you could just start and get it moving. Maybe you have a business idea that you want to get going. Maybe you have a creative project, but in the back of your mind, there's always this energy. There's always this idea of like, oh, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. Well, it's never going to be perfect. You are never going to be perfect. I am never going to be perfect. So why are we waiting? And it's really important, especially with this Eight of Wands. So we have the Two of Wands reversed, which means that the people, the things, that have been lying to us, or maybe we've been lying to ourselves about these people, about these things, projects, whatever. Maybe for some of you, it's even habits. It's like, oh, maybe you've convinced yourself you don't have, quote unquote, a problem with drinking coffee or cigarettes or sex or shopping or food or whatever it is. Like, this full moon is going to really ask you to wake up to the reality of the situation and look at it and figure out, okay, the more I continue to lie to myself about these situations, whether it's internal or it's an external situation, the more I lie about it, the less power I have to do something about it. So the sooner that we actually just accept the reality, then we take our power back and we can decide how we want to deal with the reality. So it's like, it's really important that we use our energy not to perpetuate these old fantasies, these old ideas, illusions, lies, limitations, but instead we use our energy to, first and foremost, admit to where we are now at without judgment, without beating yourself up, just recognizing, okay, I drink a lot of coffee. Okay, I drink a lot of wine. Okay, I'm spending too much money. Okay, I'm still playing small in these work situations or with my boss or in this relationship. I'm not speaking up with what I need because I'm trying to keep the peace or whatever. Like, this is not the vibe. We're not going to continue doing this. So the sooner you can actually admit that to yourself, and this is all happening in the stars right now, that is the energy that we are working with as a collective. Okay. So the sooner we can say that, the sooner we can say goodbye and we can leave those situations, right? This 10 of Swords is saying, like, there are so many things in our lives, and a lot of them are all mental games. It's like always living in fear, always thinking that you're not good enough or you're doing something wrong or whatever. And this 10 of Swords is saying, like, okay, I'm done with this, especially with this 2 of Wands reverse. I'm not going to continue to obsess about it. I'm going to just swallow the pill, accept the reality, take my power back, and then I can now decide how I want to move forward. So with this 8 of Wands, we've got the Sun, we've got the Star. These are amazing cards, okay? Especially with an 8 of Wands. This is like when we stop lying to ourselves about these things and we stand in our power and we make decisions from reality. Maybe we have a problem. Maybe we have this limiting belief. It's like, okay, fine. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to figure out how I can release it. And I'm going to set my intentions to work towards a new goal, to adjust my habits, my daily practices. Now, the Sun is all about you finding flow and joy and ease and curiosity and just like getting excited about your life. This is a really good card for expansion, opportunity. So all of your opportunity, all of your expansion comes when you dream big, okay? This star card is talking about dreaming big, okay? This is also connected to Aquarius. Right now we have Pluto. He just left Aquarius, okay? So Pluto is a planet that is connected to death and rebirth. Pluto, for the last time in our lifetime, he's now in retrograde, so he's moving backwards. He just left Aquarius and he's going into Capricorn. Well, he's already in Capricorn. This is the last time Pluto will be in Capricorn for your life, okay? For your life. So what is this doing? What does this mean? Capricorn is connected to how we use our resources, how we spend our time, our energy, our money, where our attention goes, our energy flows, and that's where we get results, okay? Capricorn is also connected to, it's okay. Capricorn is also connected to our family dynamics, our family belief systems, traditions, everything that they've passed down to us, the skills, the traumas, like all of that stuff. So when we have Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth, the planet of deep subconscious programs, when we have Pluto retrograde, it's an opportunity for us to reflect on our old limiting beliefs, our old subconscious programs, our old foundations and habits and traditions and everything we've inherited from the family, how they do things, how they speak, how they behave, how they act, and their consequences, what they have done with their lives and how they have influenced us. And now it's an opportunity for us to recognize, like, okay, these are things I like, these are things I don't like, these are things I really don't appreciate, these are things I really love, and I want to make adjustments. So it's beautiful that we have this opportunity to make these adjustments now. This will be happening from now, I believe, until like mid-November or so. Why is this important? Because right now we're being asked to examine the cracks in our foundations. If you want to build your fantasy, your dream world, your dream life, and this is a full moon in Pisces. Pisces is connected to the dream world, the dream life, the fantasies. So if you want to build that fantasy, we need to focus on the cracks in our foundation that we inherited from either our family or the foundations that we've already established throughout our life. So like I'm 35 now, it's like I still have habits and belief systems that I've just always had growing up. And now with Pluto, death and rebirth in Capricorn, I have an opportunity to let go of these old habits, let go of these old belief systems and limitations. How I've been spending my time, spending my energy, spending my money, what I've been eating, how I've been speaking to the people around me, how I communicate with the universe, my traditions, the things that I just inherited. It's like there's some things there that are beautiful and there's some things there that I don't like and I don't want to continue doing them. Beautiful. So Pluto in Capricorn is asking you right now for the last time in your life. We have so much support right now to let go of all of that. This is a really good time to do, if you haven't watched it yet, the cord cutting workshop. I'll get my team to tag it below. If you've already downloaded it, watch it again. This is the perfect time for that because we have to let go of these old outdated relationships and habits and belief systems, these parts of ourselves that we are ready to let go of. So Pluto in Capricorn retrograde is helping us do that. Why? Because this eclipse season, eclipses open doors. Eclipses start 6-month cycles. Eclipses are literally portals and pathways for us to open up and to walk in a new direction towards our dream life. This is an eclipse in Pisces. Pisces is connected to the dream life. So how do we build that dream life? We need to let go of the outdated habits, limitations, etc. All of that Capricorn shit, right? Capricorn also has so many amazing things, but when we're focusing on Pluto retrograde in Capricorn and the energies of this eclipse portal, it's talking about what we need to fix and release so we have more available space to establish the new foundations and structures. If you've been watching these workshops for a while, like that's been a very common theme for the last few years because all of this retrograde and Pluto energy has been in Capricorn. Why? Because it's building, because it's the last time for us to really work with this energy. So this 10 of Swords and this 2 of Wands reverse, it's really asking you to just drop it, let it go and clear it out, okay? This is the direction we're moving in. This is that Pisces eclipse energy, that 8 of Wands, forward motion, dreaming, communication. You could be noticing that there's a lot of conversation. Mercury was in retrograde. He has now completed his retrograde. He's moving forward. This is a really good time for us to pick up the speed and go for it, okay? 8 of Wands is fast action. It is fast communication, emails, text messages, phone calls. This is like social media. This is a lot of fast energy. It's also nice because it's romance. It's like Cupid's arrows. Like these are really nice energy. It's passionate. It's exciting. So anything that's making you feel curious or activated in a friendly, exciting way, I would definitely continue going for that. Why? Because it's going to bring you closer to your dream life with the sun, with the star. This is about dreams coming true. So if you're feeling curious and excited, and I talk about this in the abundance activation workshop, like how do we find abundance and expansion and opportunity? It all comes from flow. And flow is that 8 of Wands energy. It's moving forward with this star, being really hopeful about whatever you're creating because you're following that inner passion, the sun, okay? So That is how you build your dream life. That is how you find the proper romantic connections, collaborations, the abundance, the opportunities, the expansion. It's all from you being in flow and service, aligned with your inner self that is just really excited about the world that you are helping create. So this is a really good time for us. We also have this beautiful, like grand trine is what it's called. Now, what that means is that there are earth signs that are in the sky, right? So there's slices, and some of them are fire, some of them are earth. Right now, we have the sun in Virgo, which is also really helpful because Virgo is about pivoting. It's about making sure you have all the details organized. It's about your physical daily habits and your behaviors and your healthy body and how to take care of yourself in new ways. So we have the sun, which is bringing a lot of vitality, a lot of energy into the body, into our minds to get clear about what we want to be planning and strategizing. So this is a really helpful time, okay? That the sun is trining. A trine is very supportive. So the sun is trining Pluto in Capricorn. So we're getting a lot of clarity about the things, the cracks in our foundation that we want to change. And the sun in Virgo is asking you to pivot and to make new decisions to reestablish the foundation, because Pluto in Capricorn is saying the old foundation, it has to go. The last piece of this puzzle is that we have Uranus in Taurus. Uranus is also retrograde, which means, again, reflection, realignment, reassessment. And when we have all three of these earth energies activated, it means there's a lot of focus on resources. There's a lot of focus on habits, daily practices, on your actions matching your words, okay? So I feel like with this grand trine, especially because two of those planets are in retrograde, this is really helping us realign ourselves with the future, which is so supportive. And I feel like earth energy, because there's so much earth energy here, it means that you need to take things slowly. You can't rush it. With this Eight of Wands, yes, we're going to have a lot of energy and emotions coming up. Like, it's going to feel very fast, but how you take action, you don't need to do it all today. This is really good for you to get a plan together, figure out your exit strategy, figure out how to save some money so you can afford that move, or you can start that business or whatever. So earth energy moves very slow, but this grand earth trine is really helpful and really supportive for rebuilding that foundation. Because remember, the cracks in your old foundation, we're letting it go and we're establishing the new foundation. So this grand trine is really helpful. All of this happening under the eclipse in Pisces is supporting you to build earth energy, to build your dream life. So that's what really the goal is for the next few years, is to build the dream life and to allow yourself to fully embody all of the lessons and the learning that you've had over all of the years. You've done a lot of spiritual development. And if you're already here, like watching these workshops, like perfect, this is literally you doing the work. But how else can you apply whatever you've learned, all of your wisdom from the past years and all of the lessons? How can you actually apply it into the physical behaviors and habits? That is what we're going to be looking at for the next few years, okay? I think that's really all I want to talk about. We also have Mars in Cancer. So I just want to give a bit of a warning. Be careful. If you're feeling very emotional, like, wait until you calm down before you do something, because Mars in Cancer can make you very reactive emotionally. So something happens emotionally and you just lash out. It's like, you don't want to do that. So if you can just take a pause, go for a walk, calm down, and then come back, have, a calm conversation. Don't let yourself get all impulsive and emotional, okay? And keep in mind, if anyone can control your emotions, they have control over you. Because, like, as soon as they're taking advantage of your emotions and getting a response out of you, it's like you've already lost. So keep that in mind. You want to control your emotional reactivity so that you can remain in control in that situation, okay? Or at the very least, controlling yourself and your response to that situation, right? Because control is like an illusion. Like we don't have control over, 90% of the things happening. We just have to control our response to it. So just keep that in mind for the next little while. Okay. I think that's it. So now we are going to start an energy clearing. And then I'm going to just lead a really short guided meditation for you to just trust the process right now, because when we're in eclipse season, we don't want to be planting seeds and intentions and doing so much. We want to just really let the universe take over and make the shifts happen. Remember, eclipse season is the culmination of the last 6-month cycle that we are ending. And this is a new 6-month cycle starting. So let the changes happen naturally. We don't want to force them, right? Okay. I guess that's good. So yeah, let's close our eyes. Just take a deep breath. And then I want you to envision that in front of you on the ground, there's a green fire and it's just burning. And in your hand, or you can actually use your hand, but just imagine you have like a golden comb. And I want you to just comb out any negative energy or any energy that feels stuck in your field. So just start at the top of your head and just comb down. And we're cleaning off everyone else's energy, their projections, their cords, fears, whatever. So I just comb, and then you can just toss it into that green fire, and the green fire is just going to get rid of it for you. Make sure you get the back of your head. I'm going to use a distance energy symbol to just help clean that off. Okay, now imagine that green fire, like a vacuum, it starts to suck up all of the negative energy out of your bedroom or your apartment, your home. It just starts cleaning up your space. So imagine that green fire, it's just sucking up all of the negative energy from your space. I'm going to help you clean up your energy in the space as well. And then when you're ready, I want you to imagine that white light starts to pour down from above. Maybe it's like a shower, or it's like rain, or imagine that the sky just opens and white light just pours in. And this white light is going to add a layer of protection. It's going to bring life force energy into your body and just recharge you. It's also going to protect your space. So just breathe in all of that white light, allow it to just wash over your full body. I'm going to use a different distance energy symbol to just add that layer of protection for you. Just support that. Make sure you fill your apartment, you fill maybe your car, your space with that protection energy. And now, keeping your eyes closed, I want you to just take one deep breath. And I want you to just exhale, let it all go. And then we're going to take one more inhale, and I want you to just hold it for 1 second. And now, while you're holding your breath, I want you to imagine that, like a boat, how we have the anchor that drops. Imagine you have an anchor just sitting at the base of your spine. And now on your exhale, drop that anchor down into the center of the earth. And on your next inhale, I want you to feel that anchor is dropped, and that the chain, when you inhale, I want you to just feel that chain. You're attached to the anchor. I want you to feel that chain just get really strong, and it keeps you grounded. And then on the exhale, again, just feel secure, like you're really tied to the center of the earth. And now just breathe into that anchor for one more second. So take an inhale and really notice that you're attached to the center of the earth. And on the exhale, just trusting that connection. And then when you're ready, I want you to just feel into the energy of trust. So feel into your connection to the center of the earth and trust that you are held, that you are protected, that you are taken care of by the earth, by your angels, God, the universe, whatever you believe in. And I want you to just say to yourself, I trust this process. I trust what is unfolding in my life. I want you to give yourself permission to surrender your attachment to anything physical in the physical world. Maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's clothing, maybe it's a car, maybe it's something that you think you need to let go of or another person took from you. Just release and fully surrender your connection, your attachment to all of these things. Give yourself permission to surrender to all of these things. And then after we've surrendered the attachments, just take a deep inhale and connect back with that anchor. Knowing that you are safe, that you are protected, that you are deeply connected to the earth and supported at this time. Set the intention that you are open to all of the possibilities and all of the opportunities that will lead you to your dream life. Give yourself permission to allow the universe to take control during this eclipse season and to guide you in the direction with least obstacles. And then give gratitude for everything you have, for everything that you're surrendering, for everything that you are making space for. Just give gratitude for this moment, for being here now and doing this work. When you're ready, I invite you to bring some gentle movement back into the body. You can move the shoulders and roll the neck. You can open your eyes. And welcome back into this space. Normally, I would have you write a list about everything you want to give up, but because this is a full moon eclipse, I'm going to ask you to pause and to write a list about everything you are excited to step into, everything that you're noticing changing in your life, and write it with a lens of positivity, a lens of universal support. So you can just pause. You can pause on my face if you can catch it. That's the pause game. And then I want you to just write your list under this full moon in Pisces, lunar eclipse. I am recognizing how the universe is supporting change in my life. These are all the things that I'm noticing. These are all the potential possibilities and opportunities that are coming that I'm excited for. So just really make a list of the beautiful things happening in your life and how you are ready to stand in your new chapter. Okay, so you can pause now on my face. Oh. That's that. All right, welcome back. That's the whole workshop. I have a few really exciting announcements. The first one, which is the easiest one, is I'm going to do a live Equinox workshop. Okay, so that'll be on the 19th. So I'm going to add tickets below. You can join me for that. If you click on the link, you'll see all of the information. It's going to be a really nice live workshop. I love doing live events. I don't do them often, but I'm going to do that one. And then the week after, I'm going to do another group tarot reading event where we pick people and we read them in front of the group. The last one was like insanely successful, and we get so many emails about the group tarot events. So we're going to do one more the following week. But I have a really exciting opportunity that I was invited into. So the Four Seasons is launching their first ever yacht. It's literally a super yacht. It is insanely beautiful. And it's leaving from here in Lisbon, Portugal. I will be there doing a 3-day, well, I'll be doing 2 different workshops. There are some other amazing people coming. It's like a 3-day event, and it's all on the boat, okay? It leaves from here in Lisbon, and then it goes down to the Algarve, and then it comes back. So if you are interested, make sure you are on my email list, because we are going to send out the first email, and it'll be for the early bird pricing. The actual retreat will be November 1st to the 3rd. Okay, so in that email, we will break down everything that's included, all of the options. And then the second thing is right after that, I believe it'll be from November 4th to the 8th or the 9th. We're going to do a in-depth live retreat here in Lisbon at Wheelhouse. Okay, so I'm going to host my first ever retreat. If you come to the boat, you get this one at like 50% off, okay? So you could come for the whole thing, and it'd be about maybe 1 week or 10 days if you do the boat also, or you can just come to the Wheelhouse. We're gonna have limited spots, I think like 20 people or something like that. We have a lot of amazing programming that we are now developing. It will be about basically clearing off all of the shit that you don't want to be anymore. And then we're going to have a whole series of like dream weaving and discovery and trying to figure out what you want to be doing and how to access all of that. And then we're going to wrap up with like setting the intentions and do the thing. We're going to have the full program listed. It's me hosting a lot of the workshops. Will have some tarot stuff included. There's also options for one-on-one stuff. And then we also have a few other people who I just absolutely love. Like Anna is amazing, and she's this incredible coach that I've worked with. So she's going to come, she's going to do 2 workshops for like the dream weaving and try to figure out, well, try to help you, not even try. She's going to help you figure out how to change your life if you've been just waiting to pivot in some major ways. Okay. So anyways, all of that information will be sent out on my email list. You can sign up on my website. I believe you scroll to the bottom and you should see it. It'll all be on my Instagram. But yeah, keep your eye out, okay? I will be sending out that email Friday for the boat, and then I think the next week or the week after for the Wheelhouse in-person retreat. So I will see some of you there. I'm super excited. And yeah, chat to you soon. Love you. Bye.